Hi there. In this video, we are going to see how we can fetch our data from MongoDB into our local, right? So this is our folder structure. Inside our US visa folder, we already have a constants folder here. So in this file, let's see what code I have written. So in this init file, inside the constants, I have just put our database name, collection name, and our MongoDB URL key. So yeah, so now let's write a new file, MongoDB connection.py. Okay, so where is it? Let me see. Okay, US with approval constants. So yeah, this is our file. This is inside the configuration, inside US visa, inside the configuration. I have created a new file called as MongoDB connection.py. Now let's see what code I have written. So yeah, so in this file, from US visa exceptions, which we saw earlier, we are importing US visa exception, we are importing logging. From constants, we are importing the URL key and the database name that we have written here, right? Now you might be wondering why this MongoDB URL is not set. So this will be our environment variable. So this I'll show you later. Just hold for some time. Yeah. So import PyMongo. This is here we are creating a new class, MongoDB client. So as you can see, I have added relevant comments, the description. This method export data frame from MongoDB feature store as a data frame. Now output, so connection data MongoDB. Okay, it's good. So here is our client. We have set to none by default. This is our init function. We are taking the database name, which is from here, and if our MongoDB client is none, then we have to take our MongoDB URL key and we'll store it. And if our MongoDB URL key is not given, then it raises an exception, as you can see here. MongoDB URL key is not set. Else it will continue and it will it will extract our data. And as you can see here, database name is also stored. Now logging. So this will be the logging that will get MongoDB connection successful, and this is the exception, right? So I think this is straightforward. Now let's test something. So this is the demo.py file I have written. Now you have to write it outside the US visa folder. So in this US visa approval main folder, I have written demo.py, right? So in this file, we have just called the MongoDB client, which is from MongoDB connection. This class we have called here, right? So now let me show you. I have already run this. So demo.py. So if you can see my terminal now, where is it? Yeah. So you can see the python.demo.py. So I have tried to run this demo.py, and what I am getting, see MongoDB URL. Oh, just a second. Did I mess it up? Okay, yeah, sorry. My bad. So we are getting the exception, which is MongoDB URL key is not set, right? This is the exception we are getting, which we have written in our, sorry, which we have written in our, as you can see, this exception, because we have not passed MongoDB URL key yet. So now let me show you. So yeah, this is This is okay. Where is my, yeah, this one? Can you see this? I have passed the MongoDB URL key from the terminal. Export MongoDB URL equal to the MongoDB URL key, which we pass here. After passing that, this MongoDB URL key, when I ran python.demo.py, it successfully ran and there was no error given. So that means our demo.py is working. And if we see in our logs also, we have one log, and let me open it. console. Yeah, so you can see there MongoDB connection successful. This is the log we got, which we have written in our code, right? So I think this is good. Now, now what else do we have? Yeah. So now our data, we have our data, but our data is in the form of dictionary. So we have to also convert it to a data frame format. So for that, we'll need to write some code. So I have created a new file called usvisa underscore data.py, which is inside the US Visa folder, inside the data access. I have created a new file, usvisa data.py. So let's see the code. So this is, we are importing MongoDB client, database name, US Visa exception, sys, pandas, etc. And we have created a new class, US Visa data. So this class will help export the entire MongoDB record. This class will take our entire data and entire record and convert it into pandas data frame. So yeah, this is our init function, as you can see, and this, we are getting our Mongo client. We are passing our database name, which we got from here, from constants, right? And we are calling our MongoDB client function, MongoDB client, which is from MongoDB connection, which we have written here, right? So now, if there is a problem, it will raise exception. And here we are writing our new function name export collection as data frame. So this will export the entire collection as a data frame and it will return the data frame, this function. So if our data frame database name is none, then it will directly find the collection name. And if, or else, if there is a database name, from that database, it will get the collection name and it will store in collection. So here we are converting our data frame into first list, which is in MongoDB it is stored as a dictionary. We are first converting it as a list, and then we are converting it as a data frame, and then we are storing it in DF. Now, if you remember MongoDB, in our previous videos, we have seen this. In MongoDB, it automatic when you upload our data, it automatically adds a new column ID. So we have to remove this column, extra column ID, and we have dropping it here. So and then if there is some NA values string, then we will replace it with np.nan, right? So and then here finally we are returning the df. So now in next modules, we if we want to convert our data, if we want to fetch our data and we want it as a data frame, then we just have to use this class US Visa data, and it would automatically do us for it will automatically do that for us. Yeah, so that's it. Thank you.